So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? Sometimes, I even impress myself. See you, Hunter. There's my Hunter.
My fighting half, you know.
The Hulk.
I hate to admit that I need him, but I do. But his actions are a wrecking ball on my personal life, and the rest of the world. How has your, hunting affected your loved ones?
Caretaker takes pride in my hunting, but she can be quite the harsh critic.
The Midnight Suns just might be the strangest family affair I've joined, but it's not the oddest thing to happen to me. Once I had to fight a version of myself from an alternate future who called himself the Maestro. You know, when I was a PhD candidate, any part of that last sentence would have gotten me laughed out of academia.
When we see ourselves reflected in a dark mirror, it feels truer than flesh.
That's putting it mildly. Hopefully, though, it'll be the last time we ever see Demon Hulk.
What do you mean, feel welcome? What have I been doing this whole time?
You've been a probationary member. Now you're a trusted ally.
Wow, that's great! Should I prepare a speech for the ceremony? And look at my badge.
There is no ceremony, and we don't have badges.
Oh, lovely. Is it cool if I design a badge for the team?
I'm sure I can find you some markers and construction paper.
I was thinking more like clothes. Also, if Tony can make a mold? I had some ideas. Maybe I can run them by you later.
I knew I'd regret this.
I'm here if you need me.
We've located a Hydra agent with an unusually high gamma signature, probably working in close proximity to their recent experiments. If we can capture that agent, we might gain some insight into Hydra's plan.
Should be quick.
Now's your chance. Take them into custody before they can regain their bearings. Excellent work. But I doubt Hydra will let you walk off with their agents so easily. Stay alert. We need to take care of the rest of these thugs. Don't hold back.
This shouldn't take long. You guys should talk to your union rep. I don't think you're supposed to be fighting on our level yet.
You're in trouble now. That wasn't bad. Reality is only. That could have been so much worse. You left Let's try this. Just a scratch.
I like it when we're in control of the situation. This is going to hurt.
Your computer must be working overtime, Stark.
I'm saving my energy until we need it.
The blood of heroes will sustain us.
You had your chance.
She will sustain us.
Night-night. Everybody pumped up?
Follow the blood wherever it goes.
This should be good.
Well, that's interesting.
Here we go.
That will not be broken.
Where have I seen that before?
Here's one for ya.
Been practicing, haven't you?
Looks like you've got the agent in custody. Better clear out before Hydra sends a search party.
My tongue and I are taste buds. Huh?
Unazua.
It's good to punch Hydra. Awesome! Thanks, Hunter.
I needed that.
Don't ask me how many times Iron Man has asked me to charge his phone.
Tell me you found something good. This won't take long. Great intel. These are the current priorities. If I had time, I'd take care of these myself, but I have been accused of hogging the ball before. I'm here if you need me. You are here to ask me something?
Your portals, how exactly do they work?
I wave my sword, it rips a hole through space-time, and you walk through it. What else do you want to know?
But is the portal stable?
About as stable as I am.
So it is not going to crumble all around us?
Look at me. Do I give off the vibe that I'm going to fall apart? Actually, don't answer that. Ugh, fine. I'll tell you how it works if it'll make you feel better. I use my sword to create circles of light called stepping discs.
And these discs are the portals we use to teleport?
Basically. They also double as a party trick for birthdays.
You are joking.
What gave it away?
Now that the Hydra vampires have my prototype sample, I've no doubt they'll attempt to create their own sunlight serum.
Mass produce it, more like.
But where would Hydra vampires go to mass-produce sunlight serum?
Somewhere familiar to them.
How about a Hydra facility that makes the gamma goop they put in their blood?
Yes, I'm gonna go with exactly like that.
How about one sending a distress signal about a vampire invasion? Might be a good place to start.
Mass production of my prototype sample.
Has Hydra turned upon itself?
No, this is biology. It is a vampire's nature to betray the living.
Excuse me?
Oh, but not mine. I differ on a biological level.
Relax. It was a joke.
Sin. I should have known you were behind this.
Hold them off. We need more time. Go. Feed upon them. Let their veins bleed rivers.
If we can disable those terminals, at the very least we can slow their efforts to reproduce the serum.
But we need to protect the server to access the data ourselves.
Correct.
I thought technology was supposed to make our lives easier.
They're intent on attacking the server. We must stop them.
I'll put this to good use. Your time has come. You were too weak for this fight.
This won't take long. Nobody's turn.
Hail Hydra!
You'll see me again soon.
Reinforcements inbound.
sure you've all realized what will happen if these vampiric Hydra forces lose their vulnerability to the sun.
A lot of innocent civilians are going to pay the price, and we can't allow that.
Your sincere concern for the guiltless is inspiring.
And your lack of empathy for them is disturbing.
I've been...
They cannot possibly match your strength. Here it comes. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
You waste precious time.
You asked for it. Get ready. Ought to make things interesting. Reinforcements. Good.
At least my mother knows how to keep her minions in check.
As much as she'd like to pretend, Sin doesn't hold the same sway as her grandfather, much less Lilith.
Does it matter? She has enough resources at her disposal to be a problem.
Prototype. It's here. We must recover it.
One more batch. Secure it. Quickly now.
So we finally have the opportunity to settle our grievances personally.
You're surprisingly enthusiastic from marching towards their end.
And you are shockingly confident for someone who dares tread on the work of a superior intellect.
Enough talk!
Let's do it! You kissed the mother with that mouth? No time to catch my breath. Watch close. Now that was something. About time. It's on. Should get the blood pumping. My victim. I saw that once, centuries ago.
No mercy for the servants.
Our long wait is at the end. Now you will.
Regroup and await reinforcements.
This facility is quite impressive. If only it weren't being used for such twisted ambitions.
Know nothing of the great works achieved by Hydra. This will be our resurgence.
I've heard that before, too.
I'll make quick work of you.
I am impressed.
They're particularly fascinated with me. Now remember who started this.
Your fear is palpable.
I smell your fear.
Reinforcements inbound.
Soon, the forces of Hydra will rule the day as well as the night. None will stand in their way.
It's important they see you maintain an inspirational outlook in the face of overwhelming defeat.
I will make you suffer!
You've left me no choice.
Maybe you should teach me that one. That's a neat trick.
Free it. It's over for you.
Vampires are not fear.
Still coming for me.
I will waste no more time.
This is gonna get messy.
There's enough of that serum down there to turn their entire army into a daylight vampire scourge.
And it will be glorious!
I heard you were a bit unstable, but I had no idea your delusions of grandeur were this grand.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend. They have not changed their plans. The light is on our side.
I hope you brought enough for everyone.
This should really...
You had my complete confidence.
I'll take that.
Your prototype sample?
Indeed. And now to destroy the sunlight serum. But it's not all here, is it?
Of course not. We manufactured so much. All transported off-site before you even arrived. This is the final batch. A reserve. I am a wolf in the night. The yapping of a mangy cur does not concern me.
Tell me where you brought the serum.
Watch that temper, little mutt. You don't want to lash out and bite the ones you love.
Tell me!
Where else, you pathetic counterfeit? I delivered it to the Lord of Vampires.
You don't know what you've done.
Oh, but I do. Dracula, my master, has enough sunlight serum to supply an army. And there's nothing you can do to stop him.
Hey, Hunter. I saw Morbius heading toward Hunter's Folly. He looked distressed. Can you make sure he's not about to lose control? If I go out there, it won't be to talk.
came out here to be alone, Hunter.
Are you sure being alone is a good idea right now?
Blade sent you to check on me, didn't he? Probably didn't want to come himself because he thought we'd just end up fighting.
Is he wrong?
Of course not. And I can't promise we won't end up trading blows before the night is through, either.
I do not wish to fight you. I came because I am worried about a fellow teammate.
That is too kind. I do not deserve your mercy.
That is what makes it mercy.
They stole my work, Hunter. They perverted it for their own designs. There is an army of vampires ready to cut loose on the world, and they are all immune to sunlight. I did that, not Dracula.
You could not have known that Dracula would get his hands on your sample.
No. But I should have foreseen that he'd want it, that he would come for it.
We will fix this. Together.
You're right. Wallowing in self-pity will accomplish nothing. We must prepare to act. Oh, and Hunter. I'm sorry. My behavior tonight was beyond the pale. I wish you had not seen me like this.
Doctor, my mother turned against me and started building an army. I understand betrayal. You have no need to apologize.
You are too kind. I really am glad you came. Instead of Blade. Well, I would love a few quiet moments to meditate on what we've said. Unless you need something else.
Actually, I have a couple questions about your connection to Sin.
I'll answer what I can.
How well do you know Sin?
Not long ago, she approached me and offered to fund my research. I tend to keep a low profile, so the fact that she was capable of tracking me down told me she was a woman of considerable resources and connections. So if I'd known one of those connections was Dracula himself, I would not have worked with her.
Your contempt for Sin seems personal. What is that about?
She manipulated me. I created this serum, hoping it could be used as a cure. Sin stole that work for Hydra, who knows only harm.
Sin works with Hydra. What is her connection to Dracula?
That is still a bit of a mystery to me. Sin covets leadership, but she is also drawn to men of great power. Dracula likely believes he is manipulating Sin for his own gain. Sin undoubtedly feels the same.
I should let you go.
I'll just be here, brooding. Checking in on me again. You really don't need to worry, Hunter.
I know this looks bad, but I'm sure we can think of a solution. Eventually.
Anything else on your mind? Catch you later.
How did it go with Morbius? Is he slipping?
Relax, Blade.
That man is a walking bomb. Maybe the fuse isn't lit, but I don't want to be caught holding him when he explodes.
Morbius is trying to be a good man. I want to support him.
I know I'm the one who said he'd be useful, but we can't be careless about this.
I am surprised, Blade. You and Morbius are not that different. I thought you knew the darkness with which he wrestles. I thought you would empathize with him.
I do know that darkness. That's why I'm worried. Morbius can't kill the monster inside. He can only continue to build a cage around it. He didn't ask for this curse, and he wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Are you still talking about Morbius?
Just watch your back, Hunter.
Hunter, I heard that you went to talk to Morbius. If it helps, I know of an infused herbal tea renowned for its calming effects.
I do not think that'll be necessary, Stephen.
I must admit, Morbius is an anomaly. He's no longer human, but he isn't like other vampires. He struggles to find a place he belongs.
The Midnight Suns have always been a home for wayward outcasts.
Is that really what you think of Tony?
You know what I mean.
Only some friendly ribbing. Of course, I'm glad to hear it, but Morbius is a special case. He will require special care.
It sounds like you care about Morbius.
I recognize something inside of him. Our ambitions are similar. We were both obsessed with our work, with our goals. That drive eventually led to his downfall, as did mine.
Yet you were both very different men.
But the need for spiritual recuperation affects us both. Do not be surprised that Morbius loses control. That is his crucible. He must overcome it to make peace with himself.